Had a client that recently asked me about how to do something like this in Tekla and being able to combine it or molt it, nest it, whatever you want to call it, out of a 16-inch OD half-inch wall round tube. So first my answer was, no, you can't do that. But then he asked about splitting and the WTs, and started thinking through that a little bit more. And we can do this. So let me show you how do you set this up so you can do a half-inch round tube there. So need to do a little bit of setup with this. It's going to be a rather involved video, so hang with me here. First of all, we're going to go create this shape. So we're going to go to Maintenance, Shapes, Grades, Sizes. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically just copy the HSSR type shape to create a new one. So I'm going to go up here to the drop down at the top and go to Shape Maintenance. You'll see HSSR is selected. When I hit New Shape, it's just going to copy the properties of HSSR. Now I can call this whatever I want. I'm just going to say HSSR-H maybe for half HSSR. You can call it whatever you would like. Let me type in hollow structural. I'm just going to do the same thing as the round. But then I'm going to say half here. Okay, I'm going to add that shape now, and I have the exact an exact duplicate of HSR basically, but we're going to use it for a half round is what we're going to do. Now I need to do a little bit more setup here. If we go down to like the wide flange, in order to split T's out of that, you'll see that allow splitting is checked there on the wide flange. I'm going to do that on the HSSR as well. So we're going to go back to the HSR, select allow splitting, and hit save. So the system knows that we're going to split that. Now it still doesn't know what we're going to split it out of yet, and what shapes we're going to get out of it. It doesn't know this HSSR-H is going to be split out of that HSSR. We have to still set that up. So we're going to close this now, and we now have this HSSR-H here. So what we're going to do now, let me go ahead, and while we're on the HSSR-H, we're going to go add dimension. We're going to do this. We're going to do a 16-inch OD, half-inch wall. Set up all this stuff like you would normally want it to be set up. You can get some of this information from the 16-inch OD, half-inch wall tube. I'm just going to say save there without entering the rest of that info. Now, we've got a size in there. We also need a grade. I'm going to put in A53 as a grade, and that's going to be our default grade for it. So make sure you set up whatever grades you like if you want to do this. Now, the other thing I need to do, if we go back down to beams, just to show you what I'm going to work on here. If we go down to, let's say, like a 14 at 22, see the splits tab? If this is telling the system that out of a 14 at 22, we can get two WTs that are 7 at 11 out of it. So we kind of got to tell the system we're going to do the same thing with the HSSR. So let me go back here, and over on the HSSR on the splits tab, see there's nothing here right now. We're going to go down to 16-inch, by the way. I'm going to say add, and I'm going to say this is where we tell it what we're going to cut out of it, the HSSR-H. And I'm going to go ahead and put in this 16-inch half-inch wall is what we can get out of this 16-inch OD half-inch wall HSSR. So we can get two HSSR-H's 16 at half-inch out of this 16-inch OD half-inch wall HSSR. So that should be set up now to where it knows how to do that split for us and what pieces we're going to get out of it. Now, we also need to set this up. Now, I've got pieces in inventory here. If I go to inventory and look at HSSR, you'll see I've got some 16-inch, half-inch wall showing in inventory here. But in order to do this to where if we needed to order it, you would also want to then go to pricing maintenance. And I'm going to use the warehouse one. You'll have to look and see whichever one you're using when you do your combining. But I want to put HSSR in here. So I'm going to add HSSR and go OK. And I could add I'll just add all grades here. I'll just do the A53. I can add all grades just by saying OK here. For sake of time, I'll just do the A53. Add all those sizes. I could just do the 16-inch OD half wall if I wanted to. Now, I'll just say on all of this, I can get A53. I'm not going to go through all this in detail. It's not really the point of the video, but I need to get it set up. I do need to tell it that out of all of these, I can get either 42s or 21s. I'm going to add both, and I'm not going to get both of these out of all of them, but like this small stuff, we're not going to get a 42, I'm sure. But we'll go ahead and put it that way for now. And now the system knows that, what, if I had to order, what size that I can get out of it. So you want to do this step. I'm going to show how I'm going to get out of inventory, but this is necessary if you're going to be ordering your material. So now I've got that set up. So let me go into a production control job, and I'm going to add some material in so that I can then show you how to do this molting here. I'm going to put in I'll just call it a 1H001 or something like that. And we're going to say there's 24 HSSR-H's, 16.5. Let's choose that. And we'll say they're 10'9". And I'll just add a few more pieces in there just for kicks. 1 H02. And we'll say we've got, I don't know, 32 of those at 9'2". Whatever piece you want to put in there, right? So you get all your pieces in there. So now I am ready to actually nest these out of an HSSR. So let me go to combine, molten nest. I'm going to molten nest. And it found out of inventory, it found the 42 footers that are there. And you can see here this T is showing that it's going to be a split. So I'm going to say save displayed results and close. And okay, now let's go look at it in inventory here. Should have some HSSR now. See all of these that are split. It's reserved for that job. It's got a split T. So out of this 42, if I look at split details, one side is 1 9'2", 3 10'9", 1 9'2", 3 10'9". Could probably look at all of these, and most of them are going to be this same way. So it is actually doing that split for me now, so that I can actually create a cut list out of this. I could order it if I didn't have it in inventory. So that's how to set that up. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Hope this helps you.